Hello, everybody. Welcome to Boob Camp. Who can believe it's August? What it means, okay, why August is important is because we still have the rest of the year to reach our goals. You remember those goals that we set in January, which felt like 5 minutes ago? We still have the rest of the year. I'm going to say 6 months, but it's only five, um, to set to achieve those goals. Okay. And the other exciting thing is winter is nearly gone. Yay! Bring on the sunshine. If the government stops spraying us with chemtrails and fake clouds and all of that bullshit, we'll be able to get some sunshine, get some vitamin D on our body, and live. Because, we might be talking about biohacking. Biohacking just means that you are connecting to the earth. So, however you do that, whether it is through, and why I'm wearing sunglasses tonight, why I'm wearing not sunglasses, why I'm wearing glasses tonight is that I haven't been under my red light as much as I normally do. I've been getting under my red light and let's just go extra controversial tonight. Is everyone okay if I just speak the way that I want to speak and not hold back? Yes, Wendy's doing the dance. Woohoo! Right? Um, but I really don't want to lose this group. I really don't want to get shut down because I'm speaking truths, and that can happen in our industry. Talking about that, I got I got invited to have dinner with Barbara O'Neill. And I went down to her house in Tassie with her daughters and cooked dinner and had dinner and then got invited back the next day, spent the next day with her. Like, it was the best. Is anyone jealous? Yeah. Yes, Leanne. Like, I've got it right here as well. Like, yay. Yay, yay, yay. Like, hello. I took my book down to Tassie with me and said, Barb, you got to sign my book. And the cutest thing, the best thing, like the second day that I spent with her, she went, and you know how she wears her shawl? She went and got changed and she put a teal shawl on to match me so we could be matchy matchy. Like, love, love, love. Love her. So yeah, that happened. So much has happened. I'm going to, a little bit about me, all right? A little bit about me first. I've been on tour with the Australian Traditional Medicine Society, so as their success story, touring with ATMS as that association. I'd like to thank them because at least that association wants to have something to do with me and have something to do with preventative health. Unlike the Lymphedema and the Lipedema Association, don't want anything to do with me. Apparently, I'm creating too many waves. I need to slow down. And we just need to wait until people have lymphedema and lipedema so we can bandage them. Ripper. Like, uh, no, no. So I'm going to keep on going and keep on speaking my truth and keep on educating. So we don't end up in bandages because to me, that is not the gold standard of treatment when we can do something preventative related to the lymphatic system. All right. So, yeah, big thank you to ATMS for being my friend. And I can travel with them and them letting me speak to all of their prackies, which is super cool. The next thing you might get excited about is that I've been injecting myself nearly every day with peptides as a trial. And I've been, not that I have lipedema or anything else, but I've been speaking to the manufacturers, speaking to the researchers, and we are trying to put together something for lipedema. Like, how cool is that? That is super cool. So I'm very excited to share you the story that we're going with the peptides with for lipedema and some other things as well. Putting myself as a test dummy to start off with that. Next thing is, who would like to come on retreat with me? Who would like to come and spend 3 nights 4 days. We are like, there's a list of people who shouldn't come to this retreat. Don't come if you're just into the fluffy stuff and you're going to lay back and just expect la-di-da treatments. We want you to come if you're ready to do the deep work, if you're ready to speak your truth, feel your truth, and uncover like all the onion layers pretty fast in a supportive way. So Shay is on the call tonight. We're going to take, if you are interested in coming on retreats, hang around until the end and we can talk to you. So that is on the 13th, 14th, and 15th of September. And I think we have 10 spots out of the 16, or maybe 8 spots out of the 14 left for that retreat. So, you know, it's $1,600. It's 3 nights. It's everything included, your food, your accommodation, all of your therapies, and time with me. So I normally charge $500 an hour. It's pretty cool to come on retreat. It's based from Brisbane. We're going over to a little island called Cuchimudlo Island. So there will be beach time. There will be sand between your toes. There will be fire pits and women's circles and deep sharing and learning about you, because that's the most important person right here now is you. Okay, so we're doing retreat. Please stick around to the end. We only have maybe 10 or 8 spots left with that. More practitioners are coming to you. We have our Lymphatics Alive workshop in September as well. So I'm very excited to be teaching more therapists, and they're going to be around Australia. Like, you know how my mission is to reach 5 million women across Australia. So we are getting there, teaching more and more practitioners. If you're interested to be one of my practitioners, please reach out soon, because that training is on the 12th and the 13th of September. You can join on online as well. It's a really great way to join and learn online. You and I do some one-on-one together afterwards. It's pretty cool. The next thing is the 6th of September. I'm in Port Lincoln. It's sold out like that. But I'm trying to, like that. I'm trying to get a bigger space. Maybe I can't, but anyway, so Port Lincoln is sold out. The Colonics Conference, it's on at the Sunshine Coast on the 12th of October. We are doing a Sunday fun day. Because when you're talking about poo, everything is fun. Like naturopaths go, oh my God, we're talking about poo. What color is it? Does it float? Like how long until it snaps off? Like all of this stuff. So we're talking about poo, but I'm talking about all things lymphatic, and that's on the Sunshine Coast. So it's a whole day, and I think it's only going to be $50, and that's including catering for you to come along and join me. I'm doing a 2-hour presentation the 12th of October. So keep an eye on our events tab, and you know, we will get, or if you know anybody in the Sunshine Coast, get them to join BooB camp, whatever you need to do to get them in person with me, because then it is pretty cool being in person. We just did our wellness wave at Kelbar with Julie, and she's one of my practitioners. Sold out the church there, and it was so much fun. So woo! If your body was a fish tank, and all of your cells and your organs are the fish, is it important that all of the water, everything, the environment that fish lives in, is it important that that environment is clean and full of oxygen, right? It's pretty important, yeah? What happens when that environment gets a little bit dirty and the filter can't handle it, and you get green bits forming on the glass? The fish are going to get sick. You know, they're going to be doing these ones. You're right. On the top. So you go to the doctor, and the doctor says, here, drug the fish. Oh, Pauline's got a picture. Yeah. Drug the fish. Who votes that it might be better to clean the environment that the fish sleep in? Who votes that it's better to clean the tank? and have a look at, yeah, have a look at the environment. That is what we're talking about tonight when we talk about the lymphatic system. It's a pretty big system, like 15 liters of fluid that all of your cells are bathing in and sitting in. If it's gunky and yunky and smelly and gross, are your organs going to be working the best they can? No. Okay. Do you have ways to be able to clean that out, that fluid out? Yeah, you do. And we're going to show you them tonight because I'm sorry to tell you, but your job on Earth while you're having an Earth experience is to be a cleaning lady every single day. Cleaning, cleaning, cleaning. That's what's happening inside your body. That's how you survive, is you clean out all of the garbage all of the time. So if we think about it, if we get a splinter in our finger, what happens if we don't just pull it straight out? What's the body's reaction to that splinter in the finger? Is it going to swell up a little bit? It might get a little bit pussy. Yeah, it's going to get a little bit hard. Why is it doing that? To get rid of the splinter? To push out the thing that shouldn't be there? And most people would say, oh, it's infected. Is it infected? Or is it building up a presence to push the splinter out? So is that infection helping you to get rid of the foreign thing that shouldn't be in your body? Right? So maybe when your body has an infection, it might be just helping you get rid of the garbage. Let's picture your house. Okay, let's picture your house, and we know that there's lots of areas in your house that your body can accumulate, that your house can accumulate garbage and waste. So there is rubbish in the gutters, there is debris in the sink. What happens if you don't flush your toilet? What happens if the garbage man doesn't come? What happens if you got teenage kids? Let's just say it like it is, right? Who's got teenage kids and just leave shit everywhere? Okay. What do you do to collect the rubbish? You get a bag, you get a rubbish bag, and you go around to different areas of the house picking up the rubbish, don't you? And put it in a bag. Yeah. And then you take it out hoping that the garbage bin man is going to come. You don't put it in a bag and then sit it in the kitchen and then come along with a knife. You know, what is a bag? Is it like a tumor? Like what you got a bag. You don't come around with a knife and split it and do a biopsy on it for it to spill its guts back in the area that it is in the house, do you? So let's just think about things of what we've been taught and what actually makes sense when it comes to getting rid of the crap out of our body. The crazy thing is that this lymphatic system doesn't have a pump. All of this fluid inside your body, it needs to partner with you. It needs you to move it. Have you traveled to Asia? Have you seen, all the slapping that a lot of the Asians do? They're slapping, they're moving their body. Do you know in China, in all of their massive, went to China twice last year, never seen a house. All I've seen, and I've traveled quite a bit, just a lot of apartments and buildings. They don't have a lift, an elevator until level number 7. So everyone has to walk up at least 7 flights of stairs before they can go up a lift. Like, how cool is that, looking after their movement and their fitness and their health, having to move their body, so much. So just patting this lymphatic system, you've got lymph nodes. You've got 300 of them just in your chest area, another 300 or so in your belly, but they hang out at joints because when you move at joints, means that you're activating these lymph nodes. You're letting all of the rubbish come up to the toilet, to the toilets of your body. What I don't understand is why are lymph nodes taken out? Why are lymph nodes removed? If the body is taking cells that aren't great, damaged cells, diseased cells, cancer cells, to the lymph nodes, like, it's doing its job. It's doing a great job. So what we need to do then is support the body even more and at the lymph node state, so it can keep on removing the rubbish out of the body naturally. If we cut out all of the lymph nodes, then there's less toilets. So if you have had lymph nodes removed, just know that there's a lot that you can do, but you have to be vigilant. Like, you have to be the best cleaning lady ever, on top of your job all of the time, cleaning, 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 because whatever you put into your body has to be filtered through. And if you're not moving, if you're sitting on your bum, not moving your lymph, not bouncing, not breathing deep, how we tell how long the longevity of somebody's life is their lung capacity. When your lung capacity gets shallower and less and more and stricter, it means that you're bringing your life, like how long you're going to live, down further and further and further. When you breathe, what are you pumping? Your lymphatic system through. So to keep your lymph moving, to keep your body like processing this garbage all of the time through your lymph nodes. So your lymph nodes sit in your chest, they sit in your neck, they sit in your elbows, they sit in your wrist, in your hips, and in your knees, and in your ankles, like all through your body. There's 100,000 kilometers of lymphatic vessels. Isn't that amazing? And that relies on you to keep moving it through. So we are going to do the sequence together tonight. Thank you for everyone. Like, I love this movement. I don't know your name, but BG iPhone, you rock, girlfriend. Doing this moving the body from side to side. You know, it's so important. It's so important. And I thank you all for making this like something that we're all going to do. And we're going to share it with our friends. We're going to share it with our family. Because this is you taking control back of your life. So I just wanted to share a couple of things that I've got here that some ladies have shared in BooB camp. So Kate, she said, I've been using Chelsey's Magfatic spray for deodorant. Is there anybody else who uses the magnesium spray for deodorant? Did you even know? So you can use the magnesium spray as deodorant. It's brilliant. Okay, so you can do that, and it works fantastically. So Gemma rang me rang us at HQ on Thursday or Friday. It was late, one of the days. Hey all, was just chatting to Chelsey, and she asked me to share my story. Leading up to my period, my breast becomes so unbelievably engorged. It is so painful. I received my gloves about a week ago and started the massage immediately. And all I can say is, wow, I felt immediate relief on my breasts. I genuinely couldn't believe it. Like, it's pretty hard to believe, isn't it? Like, if it doesn't happen to yourself and you don't read it from somebody else, like, it's pretty hard to believe that just using the pressure and massaging with the spiky side on your breast has immediate results. I now tell everyone I can about the gloves and lymphatic massage, and I'm mad at myself for waiting 45 years to start. Okay, so please know that it's not your fault that you haven't known anything about this, but please know it is your fault if you don't pass this on to your family and friends, right? And guess what my sister is getting for her birthday next week? So Gemma's boob size has also went down, that she told me when we were talking on the phone. And her husband's in the background going, she has to stop. I don't want her boobs getting too small. Like, I like them how they are. So it was quite a funny conversation. Jessica, I love this. I can so relate. Mine was sore, and now they don't get as sore each month. Another lady, anonymous in boob camp. I used a dry brush for years because it's all that I knew. And then I bought a pair of gloves, and wow, I'll never go back to dry brushing. The gloves go deeper than the brush does, and the magnetic balls are nice feeling after tapping and brushing with the spiky side. I use before my shower and do the sequence. So there's pages of benefits written there. And it's so easy. It's so easy to do. I've also asked, Chat GPT the other day, because, you can become best friends with Chat GPT. You can sit on it for freaking hours, can't you? What are women most going to the doctors for? And, it was depression, and it was anxiety, and then it was related to sinuses and being stuffed up in the head, and then it was related to pain as well. So if that's the main reason that women are going to the doctors, it's something that we can help with, which is really cool. I better open up the chat box. There's 23 things in there, and I've been really slack. Jeez. Okay. Yes. Okay, most of them are Mads. Here's the links. Great. Megan, imagine if you've only been diagnosed at 61. Imagine how clogged up my body has been. Shell, I've even used the gloves on my head and neck, the ball side, each morning because of headaches and migraines. It's helped so much, definitely. How long after breast implant replacement can you start the gloves? Straight away. As soon as you have any operations, any procedures. I had a hysterectomy 2 years ago, and the first thing I did was, when I woke up, was rub my boobs and get my lymphatic system pumping, moving, activating to get rid of all of the chemicals that they filled my body with. So straight away, are you going to be gentle? Yes, super gentle. Just even touching and just doing this slight little pull action around your neck area, in around your collarbone. So just pushing here, all around this collarbone area, down your neck, of course, both sides. You can do that, and you can always add in your breath to help as well. Okay. This is about what we're talking about is, I call it popping the cork, because if we have a lot of fluid built up in our system, and I can tell, I can tell if people are on a lot of pharmaceutical medication, because you can see the build up in their legs. You can see the thickness. When your body, imagine a sponge that you wash the car with. When that sponge is thick and fatty and oily and just really can't absorb anything else, that's what a lymphatic system, a stagnant lymphatic system that is being filled with pharmaceuticals, or that is holding on to a lot of toxins, looks like. Nothing's going to be able to come into it and then get out of it. And it is going to take a bit of a good cleaning job to get that sponge working again. You can't just throw this out. You can't just throw the sponge out. If that sponge is filthy, solid, yuck, and you might be feeling your breasts and feeling lumps and bumps, like they're not diamonds, I'm sorry. They are congested lymphatic vessels. They are toxins that are all sitting in your breast tissue. But don't worry, because we move them quite fast, and you move them quite fast. but you have to activate your body. You have to pop the cork, as we call it. Who has been taught to dry brush from their feet first? Was anyone taught to dry brush starting at their feet? Yeah, yeah. It's do you want me to explain why? Why we start at the chest? Okay. So if we have 100,000 kilometers of vessels, of lymphatic vessels in our body, they all lead towards your heart, right? The veins at your heart, which is really, really cool. So all roads lead to your heart from everywhere, from your head down, from your feet up. So if this is the traffic signal, if this is the green, amber, and red light right here, and if we turn on green, that we're ready to accept the fluid, the lymphatic fluid, green light, where is the first lot of traffic have to go from? Here, right? We have to push this through first, because if we've got some trucks and some buses and some lorries and like all this stuff that's full of toxins, and just even some cars and some motorbikes, we have to push that through first for then the next car to come through, and then the next bus to come through. So there is no point pushing from the last bus in line down at your feet if this stuff up here is congested and stuck. So why this gets congested and stuck at your chest is we don't breathe enough. We do shallow breaths. It's like my pop passed away when he was 93. No medication. I would do his lymphatic work. He would be in our CJ and Co Circulate. The the retirement home, the village, the care that he was in, like the poor, like everybody there, they would skip. They were supposed to be doing exercises, and I would walk in and say to the exercise lady, like, they're supposed to be doing, these men and women, these wonderful, that they're supposed to be doing exercises, and they would say to me, oh, they don't want to. And I would walk in and they're sitting there like this. Like if you've seen it, you've seen it. You can't unsee it, right? What happens in old people's homes. And they're sitting there like this. Guess what happens when they see me? When I walk into the room, they are shit scared. They are banging their chest. They are turning in light bulbs. They're moving their shoulders. It's like, holy shit, it's Chelsey. I'm going to get yelled at. I'm going to get in trouble if she sees me, and I'm not, because I am going through that place, getting all of them to do their Tarzans, all of them to turn in light bulbs, all of them to move their shoulders. I can't sit there and watch them go, no. So that was a big no for me. But why we start at the chest and we activate these 300 lymph nodes all in your chest area is that we're opening up all of the toilets first. So then when we start pushing from below, there's an open space for it to go to. We're not just causing a big jam, a big traffic jam in our stomach and then bloat our belly up. So the things that are causing the congestion, pharmaceutical drugs, not breathing deep, bras, tight bras, underwire bras. And even if it's not underwire, if it is an elastic band going around your chest, it is stopping your lymphatic system from flowing, and you are causing yourself so much harm. You are way better. And I know people have got big boobs, right? Oops, I better shit, that nearly went up everywhere. But, something loose if you can when it comes to bras. Because, how you, I reckon I've got pretty good boobs, right? How you get good boobs is not from having a bra hold them up all the time. How you get good is to have good chest muscles and to work on. How are you going to get good chest muscles if you've got a bra holding them up like this all the time. Lazy, lazy, lazy. And then you're going to get boobs down to your knees. But if you are doing the exercises and you're letting your boobs bounce, that's when you're going to keep your breasts up. Does that make sense? Yeah. And Instagram just got a really good shot of my boobs, like you guys on here. Like I was doing like all of this all over Instagram, so we'll just see. But now the other thing is you need to have arm pits, not arm puffs. All right. So doing a full strip show. Check if your arms go in, if your underarms go in and not puffy out. You have to have arm pits. There has to be an actual pit there. If it's puffy, it means that there is a lot of lymph waiting to go through the process. So we have to have arm pits. We have to breathe. Can't just be leaning over our phones or over our computers all of the time. Okay, move your shoulders around, activate all of that lymph node areas, those important areas. We're going to go through the sequence, but 99% of chronic pain and disease starts in your lymphatic system. 99%. Nearly everything is a lymphatic issue. And it's a traffic jam. It's a traffic jam that we just need to unblock. Now, while we're unblocking this traffic jam, do we want to talk about more things that can stop your lymph from working properly? What about food? What about if we're going to fill our body with things that are just numbers and not even real food? You have to eat a food that is alive every day. So veggies and fruit, so important to eat foods that are alive, foods that are in season. Yeah. We can't just have processed crappy foods coming in. You know this. We can't just fill our body with sugar and caffeine either to get some energy. We can't live like that. What you're putting in, everybody knows, when you go to eat, is it good or is it bad? You don't need me to tell you what's good and what's bad, really. If you want to get down to the nitty gritty, so if you are eating foods and you are getting stomach cramps, if you've got eczema, if you have any skin conditions at all, if you are bloating, weight gain, like all of those things, you would benefit from doing our hair test where you cut a little bit of your hair. It only needs to be the thickness of a matchstick and about half the length of a matchstick, and you send that hair to us, and it is a hair test that we test your hair against 600 different items. So that's foods as well as products that you use in your house, toothpaste, bed linen, like all of the things. And we will test your hair and we will give you an exact list coming back of what to avoid and what you can have. So it's not an elimination diet. It is this is what you need. So it'll be no strawberries, no chicken, no gin, no white wine, no Colgate toothpaste, no cotton sheets, or it could be no bamboo. But it will tell you everything that you need to know. It's $300. I think it's $300. And you get your results like straight away. Honestly, it is the best way to stop the inflammation, stop putting the inflammation that you might not know. What is the trigger that you're putting into your body, and you stop eating those foods for 6 months, and then we cause the inflammation goes down in your body. Nothing can heal if you have inflammation. So we need to bring the inflammation down, and then you can start adding those foods slowly back into. So does that sound good? Mads, did you want to put the link for that everywhere? So if anyone wants to do their hair test, they can do that. It takes about a week or so to get you get your results back. If you want to do a consultation with our hair test nutritionist, you can do that as well. So we've got you covered there. Okay. So from where are we? Let me just have a look. I'm going back into Zoom. Breast implants. So straight away. Um, okay. My daughter had an injury, and 3 weeks later she had incredible pain. A DV. Oh wow. She was blood thin. Her own coach had to use the gloves gently, slowly on her chest and stomach, upper legs. She did a scan today, and it is gone. Yay. Yay, Pauline. Like how beautiful. That is awesome. Bloody awesome. Okay. Can men use the gloves as well? Can they help with recovery of illness such as glandular fever and ruptured spleen? Yeah, absolutely. Are men more toxic than women? You know, maybe. Have a look at the jobs that men do. They're painting with chemicals. They're in doing mechanical work like with fuels and different things. They're spraying with poisons. So that's just some of the jobs that they've been around. And if they haven't been around that, then their fathers have. And if their fathers, and then their fathers. So it's definitely DNA does play a part in toxicity. What's the best way for a woman to detoxify her body? Easiest way. It takes 9 months. Have a baby. That is the best way for a woman to detoxify the poisons out of her body and give it to the baby. That's what happens. Yeah. Babies are born with over 300 different heavy metals in them nowadays. You know, absolutely shocking. And then they get lined up for these ones, which is just freaking ridiculous. Yeah. So, but getting back to men, yeah, men definitely need to do this lymphatic sequence, as well as a lot of them have the tradie diet where they're drinking the energy drinks and then they're living off the pies or the sausage rolls and that type of thing. Plus, what does Louise Hay? Does anybody love Louise Hay? What Amanda loves Louise Hay. Louise Hay says so. Louise Hay talks about how there is an emotion behind every symptom of that's happening in your body. Louise Hay says that a lymphatic problem, which what we've just learnt is 99% of all chronic diseases and pain, is a disconnection from joy. Yeah. And we haven't really been having a lot of fun in the last 5 years. We've been locked down. We've had told to put shit over our faces and to stay out of the sun and not talk to anyone. And, all of those things that's happened to us. And has anyone seen the skyrocketing? Like, there's an increased cancer has increased by 300% since then. So is there a correlation? Hell yes. It's not just from this. It's from the psychological trauma that has happened as well to us over the last 5 years. You might sort of label me as a tin hat conspiracy theorist, but I know that there's a lot of others on this call who are the same. And, we're just speaking our truths and what is, and, what we're seeing is actually happening. So, where was I before I went off? I was reading from here. Men, yes, men, Tarzan. Okay, definitely get the men using the gloves and definitely help with recovery from illness. So your lymphatic system is your immune system. Yeah. So if your lymphatic system is slow, if your immune system is slow, it means your lymphatic system is slow. If your immune system needs help, you can take these steps and increase the flow of your lymphatic system to help you heal better. I'm on day 3 and I have bruises on my legs and hips. And am I going too hard? Well, that's just a sign of stagnation. That's just a sign of tissue, like dead tissue, diseased tissue. That has been stuck for whoever knows, like old blood that has been stuck. So let it come to the surface, let it move out. You may be going a little bit too hard. Just pull back a little bit. Make sure you're using the cream. So the lymphatic cream is full of arnica, right? Arnica for healing and helping with bruising and circulation. Please make sure you are using the lymphatic cream when you are doing your sequence. Like, yes, the gloves are amazing and they're great, but there is a reason that we have the cream. Where there's castor oil in the cream. And I put castor oil in there before Barb made it famous. All right. So we've got castor oil, we have coconut oil, we have frankincense, lemon, white cypress, bladderwrack. So that's all the seaweed, like the seaweed with and yarrow. Yarrow is the most beautiful blue essential oil. Like it is, I love it to bits. So there is a reason that we have the lymphatic cream in conjunction with the gloves. All right. Okay, Nick. So if you know that you are very toxic, should you just start on your chest and then move to the next step once you do the chest for a while? Yes, you've got it. If you are very toxic. So what I want to share, and I don't think she will mind, Miss Sarah Maria, are you here? So Sarah, you would have seen, is my new amazing social media manager. She's a power lifter. She eats beautifully. She drinks her water. She is healthy as F. And she started using her gloves and she was sick. She was throwing up, diarrhea, like sick, bad. She then hopped in the compression, same thing. Her just body reacting. We're moving these toxins around and it says get them out now. We went and had, so Angela Marshall is Wednesday night. She's talking to all of us about women's health, hormones, fertility, why sperm count has gone down to 0 now, and all the different things around that. She's coming in on Wednesday night. Well, we went and had a session together with Ange, and Sarah ended up in the toilet throwing up. And she is a healthy chick. The healthier you are, I think the more instant the detox reaction that you're going to have. Does that make sense? Just your body is working, like you've got the organs working enough to get rid of the waste. The more toxic and sluggish and slow your body is, I think, and if your organs aren't ready, because you can be too toxic to lose weight. Julie Colson, you've just hopped on. You've seen me. I'm sitting here in my bra. It's like, here's Chelsey with the boobs out.
You're going to tell him husband's here.
What'd Steve say?
He said he just walked past, forgot I was on, and he's in his pajamas.
Oh, that's funny.
Just family here.
We're all just family, right? It is boob camp. And if anyone's got a tight bra on, get it off. You're not allowed to join boob camp with a tight bra on. Like, no. Anyway, what was I talking about? Toxic. Yes, if you are, and you would know with your clients as well, Jules. So if you are a little bit compromised, please do take it easy. Definitely just start at the chest. And then, yes, if you've got my CJ, if you've got the compression, okay, make sure that you're definitely using the arms first. Using the arms, unblocking all of the chest area, moving all that around, doing your nice deep breaths, and see how you are the next day. All right. So please make sure you do that. View speaker. Is that better? Or is that just Mads? What view should I have on? Multi-speaker gallery.
It's all good.
It's all good?
Yeah.
All right. Okay. So does that make sense? Like the more toxic you are, the your body is so clever. Like it's not just gonna dump a lot on because you'll die. If your body can't handle the toxic load, you will die. Right? It's only going to unload as much as you can, as your body is healthy enough to handle. So if you health is compromised, it's going to take weeks. It can take months to start moving, but please do it gently and definitely keep on going. Is there a right way and wrong way to massage your stomach? Yes. So see, some people go in circles, some brush down and some up. Yes. So let me talk about that when we do the sequence, Marlene. Thank you. What bras do you recommend? So they're loose ones, but there's ones, when I was talking to Barbara the other day, there's some in the health food shops. I can't remember the name of them. If anyone can remember and pop them in the chat, what they're called. What are your thoughts on the vibration machines? Yeah. So I love the vibration plates. You can lay on them. You don't need to stand on them. Standing on them's fine. Don't stand on them and try to hold yourself tight though. What do we do as women? Who sucks in their gut like all the time? Does anyone walk around sucking in their gut? Jules, yes. Lynn, I can see a couple of nods. Yeah. So you like, but we've just from I don't even know how old, like we suck in our belly. Yeah. So we're keeping that, we're not even breathing out of our belly because we're continually sucking in our belly. So being able to breathe, being able to loosen up as much as possible. Definitely use the vibration plates. I think you can just grab them on what's it called? Facebook Marketplace for 30, $40. You can get a good secondhand one. Lay on the ground and put the plate underneath your legs even, or stand on them, like whatever it takes. But yes, I do really value the vibration plates. But what should you do first? Open up your chest. Yes. Use your gloves. Definitely use your gloves first. Okay. On all of on your body before you hop on the vibration plate. Yeah, so Alexandra, Colgate comes up 99% of the time on the hair tests to get rid of. Oh, you want to know what ingredient, chemical, or food? I eat whole foods and lose low tox products. So we will tell you like the brand of bread that you can go. So it'll say King Henry's Rye or so and so sourdough. It'll tell you what brand of food so you can go to the supermarket and you can buy the actual product, making it easy that way. It'll say like no strawberries, no this or no that. So no, it won't break it down into salicylides or like this or that or anything else. No, it won't do that. After breast cancer and losing nodes, plus joint replacements and loads of other surgeries, I've now had new breasts made from my tummy fat and now feeling so much more powerful and strong. I understand the necessary of doing the proper lymphatic drainage, loving the pads, feeling alive, and telling everyone about them. Thank you. So yeah, Trish, so any operations, if you've had any surgery, if you've got scar tissue in your body, is that going to stop your lymph from moving? Yes.
Big
Yeah, big time. So if you've had recent surgery in the last 12 months, you might even still be numb around those areas. Grab a toothbrush and just rub the scars with a toothbrush. Like make sure you're taking vitamin B as well. So, but you need to know if you're an over-methylator or an under-methylator, whether you need to have activated Bs or not. But I would be using a toothbrush and I would be doing my scar therapy over top of the scars because, it's like I'm still numb in areas after my hysterectomy. When I had my veins stripped in my legs, however many years ago, like 10 years ago, I was numb with my whole legs right up to my groin until I started using the gloves. I still when I started with the gloves 5 years ago. All right. Okay. How much cream do you use? So we'll run through the cream tomorrow night, but we're just going to do the sequence tonight. Ulcerative colitis. Lisa, you had the hair test. My son is being diagnosed with ulcerative colitis. Yes, so definitely the sequence. But yeah, fine. Do the hair test, please, and we'll get rid of the foods. Is the cream used with the roller? Yes, so spiky. I'm going to go through that now. Estrogen patches. Yeah, hormones. I'm just going to say it. Can I just say, fuck me? Seriously, what are these hot flashes? Like, I thought you were all just carrying on with that shit. Oh my freaking God. Like, I woke up 8 times last night. It just starts with a gentle radiating, like, oh, I'm a little bit warm. And then next minute, it is like full on sweats and just crap. It is crap. Serious, like, if a man had these, there would be a cure. Like, ugh. So yes, so I got some of the Trey Loon, Barb's Wild Jam, and I'm rubbing that on. I'm thinking about drinking it because it has come on so fast. Oh my God. Like, how long are these going to last? I haven't taken any notice of like hormones and women's health. Like, I'm too stuck on rubbing boobs to even have thought about hot flashes. They get everyone. Do they get everyone? Is it like this stealth? Is it like just attack? Let's just get all the women.
No,
And no?
I've had none.
Well,
I my hormones balanced after my children and have been. I had to go to the doctor to check to see if I'd been through menopause.
yeah, that was me. That was me. I went through like menopause. I had like two, and then hot flashes, and it's gone. But in the last 2 weeks, oh my God,
You're just so clean now. Your body's getting rid of the stuff.
might be because I'm doing the jiggy now.
That's it.
Maybe that's
Get jiggy
happened.
with it.
Yeah.
How lucky are you, Julie?
Oh,
Sorry?
yes.
How
Bless.
lucky are you?
Yep, 54.
Mine comes and
No
goes.
menopause. No, nothing.
I'm going to do some extra liver work. But anyway, all right. Booty, Wendy, thank you so much. So estrogen patches, yeah, I tried some estrogen gel and it made my boobs so sore and I was like, I'm not doing that. So just see how your body reacts to it. Yeah, they're called Booty. Practitioners in Brisbane, yeah. So if you go onto the Chelsey Jean website, you will see all of my preferred practitioners and a list of their locations and what they do. Oh, Shay says that there are some good ones at Target. Oh, Lily Love brand at Target. Beautiful. I read that you shouldn't use one if you've had neck surgery. What would that be? I read that I shouldn't have one. I shouldn't use one if you've had neck surgery. A bra? I'm not sure. I can't seem to use the gloves at night. They hype me up and I can't sleep. I do them in the morning now. Yeah. Okay. All right. So you can repeat the hair test after 6 months to see what you can add back in. Yes, you can. Or you can slowly add some things back in, and see how you go. How is a professional lymphatic drainage massage performed? I have experienced two very different sessions. Yes, very distinctly different. So if you do the VODA method, which is the gold standard method of lymphatic drainage, you'll walk out thinking, what did they do? Because it's this soft touch feather bullshit. We don't, did I just say that out loud? We don't do it like that. Okay, I'm going to show you how we do it. To correct from the front of the body. Soft touch is definitely, there is a place for it if your body is suffering, if it is going to, if it looks like it's going to explode, if it's your skin is so thin and like the fluid is so thick in your body, yeah, you have to go really soft then to, but if you've got lipedema, you have to go heavier because you've got all that congested, tight, diseased fat to get through. Oh, thank you, Leanne. Stay strong. All right, wild jam, yes. Okay, yes, yes, yes. Wild, yes. Sage, okay. Yes, Jules, swimming is amazing to help. Any type of movement is amazing to help with your lymphatic system. You shouldn't use a rebounder if you've had neck surgery. Okay. There you go. Now, I hadn't heard of that one, so that's a really good one to know. And also, if you're going to use a rebounder, if you get one that has got spirals, what are they called?
Springs.
Springs. Be careful because if you're in the northern hemisphere, you know, when you flush the toilet, the water goes one way, and then if you're in the southern hemisphere, the water goes the other way in the toilet. If you've got springs, they have to be sprung to north or southern hemisphere. So when you bounce, the water is going up your body like the right way to the earth.
Seriously?
Seriously. Yes, it's a fact.
How do you check that?
You can buy one that is like, it's a $700 one.
There's a brand. There's a particular brand. I'll get it and I'll put it in the chat.
Thank you.
It's sprung to northern or southern, or you just get one that has got like the elastics, and then you don't have to worry about spring and sprungs.
Spring and sprung.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, swimming is great. All right. Are we ready to do the sequence? Let's run through all of the things with the sequence because I've got 4 minutes left. I might take a little bit. Is it okay if I take a little bit longer than that, everyone? Yeah, and then you'll join me back tomorrow night. So then tomorrow night, we're going to talk through our good gut protocol. We've also got a heavy metal protocol coming, which I'm excited to share with you all. We're going to talk through the lymphatic cream, the magnesium, and the face cream as well, and how to incorporate all of those. But tonight, we're just going to get through the sequence. So if you've got your gloves there, okay, so you'll notice that you've got spiky side on one side, and then you've got the rollerball side on the other. Now, yes, they are a little bit spiky, and they're meant to be. They're meant to activate the slow-moving myelinated nerves that are underneath your skin. Now, I've got my body so attuned to this that I just have to hear the noise, and I don't know if you can see, but there's goosebumps all over my body just from me hearing the noise. So my body does a lymphatic flush just from hearing the noise. But until you can get to that level, I want you to use your gloves. Now, where did we talk about those main lymph nodes are? Use the ends, use your fingertips, use your gloves here, and let's just activate all of these lymph nodes here. And while we're there, grab your thyroid. Grab your thyroid, wiggle it from side to side. You might hear some crunchy, crunchy bits. Tell it that you love it. Okay, every day wiggle, give you that thyroid a really good wiggle. Use your gloves to get in all around your collarbone. We're not like digging in to like gonna strangle her, but we're going deep enough on both sides of your collarbone, right? Getting into all of these lymph node areas. So that use the pointy, like use not the pointy, the end of your gloves, and to really activate. So this is what our therapists do. They get in and they open up and activate all of these deep lymph nodes areas all around your joints. Get into your pit. Use the end and really get into your armpit. So I'm not doing like big circles or anything because I don't want to tell the lymph to go, oh, all up and around. I want to just dig some spots in underneath my arm And I'm breathing, right? I'm relaxed. My shoulders, I'm not doing like this. I'm nice and relaxed, taking some breaths and getting into my armpits. Just all underneath here. Like really getting in deep, in underneath the arms. Okay. I'm going to tap around my chest. I'm using the spiky side on naked skin. So we use the spiky side when we don't have clothes on. So that can be before a shower. And I am patting all around my chest, around my boobs, while I breathe in deep. Okay, letting all of this traffic jam push through first. Opening up the toilet seat, because there's no point going to the toilet if the seat's still down. So I'm patting all around this main dumping area first, all right? Then I'm going to start doing some little brushes towards my middle of my body, okay? One side and then the other. I'm still breathing in deep. Good to see, ladies. All right. So now that we've opened up all of that chest area, we're going to go to our arms next. So we can go from our elbow, brushing down towards our armpit. Brushing, brushing, brushing. Now, if you've only got a couple of minutes in the day, it's okay to tap, 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 and like tap around and then go into rest your body. It is great if you could spend a little bit more time. Now, if you've got tuck shop arms, are you going to spend more time or less?
More.
More. So if you want to change the structure of your skin, right, work on these fibers, you're going to make it really, really red and get that collagen working, get the blood flowing. And then from our wrist all the way down. Move your wrist around. Then we're going to do the other side. Now, at night, if it is too stimulating, put yourself in a relaxing mode of hopoponopono, like, I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you. Like, put yourself in a receiving self-love mode where you are just brushing really nicely, nice and slow. If you're going to get all energized and brush, 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 you probably won't be going to bed too soon. Everybody is different when it comes to using the gloves. You might find that the morning is the best. And then maybe, you know, at lunchtime, if you're sitting at a desk, get up and move. All right, brushing, brushing, brushing. And then we turn in light bulbs, wave our arms in the air, do a little bit of wiggle and jiggle, move our shoulders all around. And then that has done our top section. So we call that popping the cork. Has everybody got that? Yeah. Now, when we use it with the other side, so then we would put on our cream and then we would do the same sequence with the rollerball side over top of cream or over top of clothes. So before and after the gym, at work, on the airplane, you know, that type of thing. So the next thing we're going to do is our tummy. Now, if you have got tattoos, your lymphatic system will never be clear again. It will always be grey. I didn't know that. Always learning. So, tummy, you're going to pat, 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 pat. And we're going to go in a clockwise, like around to the left. So it might look that I'm not doing it the right way. But this is the way digestion, this is the way that your bowel moves. We're going around and we're tapping and tapping and tapping all the way around. doing some big circles and we're breathing, as well. So we're doing a circle, a big circle to help with constipation. You know that we should poo every time that you eat. So if you eat 3 times a day, you should poo 3 times a day. Unfortunately, not everybody poo. Like some people don't even poo every day. And that's terrible. We need to make sure you're pooing every day. So using the gloves and going circular motion is going to help. And then we go from back to front. Lymphatic fluid will always flow from back to front. So it is fine when you have a massage with your lymphatic therapist that they're only doing the front of your body. If anyone goes and has a massage and they're trying to tell you to lay face down and put your head in the hole, you tell them, no, Chelsey said no, that you're going to rub my boobs first and then my arms and then my belly and then my legs before you try to turn me over. All right? Back last. Always do the tummy face up. Always do face up first. All right, around your belly. Hips. So we're going to around your bum. Pat, 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 pat. Stimulate all around your bum. Even you can move your legs up and down. Twist and turn like you're putting out a cigarette, or that you're doing the twist. Like move your hips around. We're getting a workout while we're doing this. All right, and then we're brushing up, 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 up. You can go from tummy down, and then use the internal lymphatic system to go up. It's just slower. So we're just going up, up, up. Everything needs to come up. So we're just brushing everything up around your bum, up, 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 up. Now, spiky side on bare skin, remember, because I've got pants on tonight, I'm just going to roll this so I don't wreck them. I'm going to use the rollerball side and massage up, 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 and around and around and around. If you've got cellulite, are you going to do this more or less? More, yes. Whack your leg up in a chair. Massage, massage, massage. Really get in to these areas. If you feel some congestion, stop on that area. Give it a little bit of a shake and then keep going. Find out where your body is hurting. Let it have some attention. So really pull and pull all up here. Now, behind your knees can be a little bit sensitive. You can use the end of your glove again, pushing in, just like you can use it pushing into your groin in here. The other thing is stop wearing tight undies, please. I can see if people are wearing the same undies all the time. You have to change your undies every day. And you will just get into this groin area. Use the end of your glove and really get in all around here. All these lymph nodes that sit in your tailbone, all around here. Okay. And then brushing up in behind your knee. Remember to add in the breath. Has anyone found any sore spots?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, brushing up. And then, last of all, we get to the feet. So then we're going to come up and up and up and brushing up. Now, the things that you can do after you've done your brushing, which is pretty cool, you can then put your legs up the wall for a little bit. You can then hop on your vibration plate or hop into your compression, your pneumatic pumps, your leg pumps. Hop into the sauna, that type of thing. We always do. Oh, we forgot the best bit, and then we bounce, right? Everything's going to fall if I bounce too much. And then who felt the earthquake?
Missed it.
Missed it? Oh, Mrs. Reed, you felt the earthquake? Like, oh my God, we're sitting outside and then it starts to move and then the windows start to shake. And it's like, I don't have the dryer or the washing machine on, and it's just not right here next to me. And the house, and it's like, what is going on? And yeah, we had an earthquake. It's like, that's going to happen. That's what should happen when all of us are doing our lymphatic work, right? We need to shake Australia up by doing our lymph like all of the time. How do you feel?
Good. Great.
Yeah. How is it easy?
Yes.
Can everybody please do that every day? Yes. All right. That's what I love about it. It is something that you can actively do. Now, if you're laying in bed, can you do this?
Yes.
Yeah. If you're in a wheelchair,
Yes.
yes. All of the yeses.
Straight after surgery?
Straight after surgery. Absolutely. Yes. If you have lipedema around the top of your knees, should you massage it firmly or softly? Will you be able to move the diseased fat away? All right. So I will get to that, Brody. Are you using the gloves safe while breastfeeding? Yes. So lymphatics won't dump into breast milk. All right. I avoid wearing undies now. Yes. Jay, my shins hurt with the massage. Okay, so work on your knees. So this is how much, if your boobs, do you actually rub with them? No, I will go like all boobs, but like I'm gonna watch the nipple, but I'm definitely going to do all of boobs. Nick. Tattoos. You said it changes your lymph color. Does it affect it being a different color and not clear? It just means that your lymph is now gray. So you've got a gray fish tank instead of a clear fish tank. So it can't be super healthy, right? Okay, so lipedema. Lipedema, and we're going to talk more about it last night. So not only do you have the diseased fat, the smashed fat with lipedema, but you have healthy fat in there too. And that's what we can get to. So there definitely is still a lot of hope when it comes to lipedema, that we can work on the fat that isn't diseased and damaged. We have had some amazing results with lipedema. Now, when it comes to firm, yes, firm is important, but firm hurts, right? Firm hurts lipedema. So that's why using the compression pumps is probably a better thing to do when it comes to being firm, and just being as firm as you can with the gloves. None of this should hurt. I don't want you to hurt yourself. So just do it up to a level that feels that it's stimulating. Okay. Trace, you got mum there? Yeah, okay. Mum's doing her gloves now. Yes. Would I make my own compression garments, leggings, boleros, summer and winter? Probably not, Lynn, because I would prefer people to be in compression and use the the legs and then the arms and then the waist, and just use that once a day, and then not have to be in a restrictive garment for the rest of the day. So yeah, so that would probably be and yes, so yeah, no, I wouldn't, but I'd leave that up to somebody else to do. Okay, where are we at? So we'll do glymphatic tomorrow night, if that's okay with everyone. We'll do the glymphatic sequence tomorrow night. What I would like you all to do is a test for me for Candida. Who knows how to do the test for Candida? Yeah, yes, okay. So I want you all to get a glass. I don't have one with me. Get what have I got here? A glass of It's a sort of a glass. A glass of water, and I want you to fill it with a glass that you can see through and fill it full of water. Take it to bed with you tonight. When you wake up in the morning, I want you to spit into the glass of water. Not a big gooby, but a glass, get wherever spit is in your mouth, spit it into the glass of water. And then tomorrow, so you're going to wake up in the morning, you're going to look at the glass, you're going to, oh, that's right, Chelsey said I need to spit. Spit into the glass of water, put it into the fridge in the morning, and 4 hours or when you get back in the afternoon, I want to know if your spit is on the top, you've got candida. If your spit is hanging in the middle, you've got it worse. If it's in a big clump on the bottom, your body's riddled with candida and we call you a bottom dweller. Nothing is really going to move in your body if it is full of parasites and yuck and candida. It's like having a sponge that's already thick. So if we can change the bacteria in your belly, if we can kill the parasites, kill the worms and all of that, we're going to help you poo. We're going to stop you craving high sugary foods. We're going to change your diet and all of that. So we need then to start talking about how we're releasing all of the crap out. So it's one thing that we're moving, like we're doing great moving it all around, but it needs to get out. Yeah. And how fat leaves your body is from your breath. That's why I need you to breathe deep. Right? We need our kidneys working to filter out all of the garbage, for blood pressure and like all of those things for our fluid control, kidneys. And we need you going to the toilet. We need you weeing. We need your bowels working. They're not going to work very well if your body's full of candida. And we need you to sweat. So all of those things to help your body get rid of everything that we're shaking up. So let's talk more about that tomorrow night as well. And so if it's helped, the spit should disappear, Amanda. Okay, so you shouldn't see any spit at all. So on the top is 1 month on the Good Gut Protocol. And the Good Gut Protocol is on my website. So I don't get any money or anything related to that. I just know that it works. So 1 month is if it's on the top, 2 months if it's in the middle, 3 months if you're a bottom dweller. And like everybody needs to do this every year, especially if you had the, you know what, it's got 8 strands of parasites in it. We need to make sure, like there is a massive link with parasites and ill health and cancer. So if I can help you detoxify from these parasites and clear out your gut, you know, that's going to be a big step for you. Sammy, I'm loving my mitts. I've been using them twice a day. Best product I've ever got myself. Thank you, darling. That was Sammy on Instagram. Okay, is there another way other than the Good Gut Protocol? I struggled with it before and I'm not sure if I can do it again. Yeah, it can be a little bit horrific. Maybe just do the VitaCleanse tablets, Trace. Do the sea minerals and the VitaCleanse and don't use the Ultimate Fiber. Maybe. So can I dry brush and then straight away balls before the shower up to 10 minutes? Is that okay? Yeah, amazing. So you're going to use the brushes, the spiky side on bare skin, and then you normally jump into the shower. Have your shower. And then when you get out, you're going to towel dry your chest and you're going to towel your arms, belly, legs, and then put on your lymphatic cream and your magnesium oil and then go over that with the ball side of your glove. And then you are loving your lymph. This is what you need to do. This is what you have to do. We are so poisoned and full of shit that you owe it to yourself to spend, 5 minutes all up, moisturizing, brushing your body. You know, you're worth it. And you're also worth coming on retreat with us. Jules, you're coming on retreat with us. too. So that is going to be the end of night one. Please stay on if you want to come on retreat, and Shay and I can answer any of your questions. Other than that, thank you so much. I love seeing all your faces. Thank you, everybody on Instagram and on Facebook. Join us tomorrow night as well. And then on Wednesday night, when we dive into women's health, hot flushes, fuckers, whatever F word you want to call the freaking things. We'll be talking all about that on Wednesday night as well. Come clothes, no bras are welcome. Just nice little ones too. Okay. Stay on if you want to talk retreat. Other than that, I thank you very much for joining in. So grateful for you all. Keep spreading the love, the lymphatic love. Invite everyone to BooB Camp. We nearly have 20,000 women in BooB Camp. How good is it that we're going to make this like the _1 health Facebook group to join for real information that is not swayed by pharmaceutical cha-ching, right? So yeah, very, very happy with that. All right, big love.